it's a hard time for them to respond. Because if you're running a tri lane, you're usually able to shut down the jungler pretty effectively, and you're also able to shut down the healer in the short lane, the hero like DS or Soul Reaper, or maybe even the Balfagor. They're not really strong components in a tri lane. And if you look at what Team USA has, there is a possibility that they run Parasite as a solo, or even run a pseudo tri lane with a Parasite aggressively. So I suppose the reasoning behind the rally pick is just they want to be safe. They don't want to take any risks. They know that they have a draft advantage, which is absolutely ridiculous. The team fights aren't even going to be close. So just go with a safer play. Go with a safe hero like Rally. You're going to ensure yourself to come out of laning phase just fine. You got a Lodestone, and you got a Rally for damage, Tempest Tree, a lot of push as well. So there's nothing really much to it. It's just a defensive pick. Does not want to get caught up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I will say this isn't really a threatening team here on the Hellborn side going into the late game stage. So that's where, if I had to find a flaw here on Stay Green, I mean, that's definitely there. But again, it's obviously the chance of it getting to that point where they're not overwhelming the other team anyways at that point, it's pretty little with the strategy at hand. So, but that's the only thing
honestly,
I can think of.
They're not really that weak in the late game either because of Tempest Tree. Like, if those two heroes get a refresher orb on each of them, they're basically locking down the entire opposing team for a very long time. So yeah, no, though I agree with you, late game is obviously their flaw. It's still, they don't have like a shitty late game where they can't do anything. Because Rally still provides a lot of physical damage, and with items any hero is useful. So it'll be interesting to see. They're running the dual lane long lane with Andro and Sir Bensington here.
Yeah.
And just putting the Devo solo middle as a suicide with some pulled regen. So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to do anything with these heroes. Devourer not really optimal against Rally. Rally can always just push away the hero that gets hooked.
Yeah.
So I mean, otherwise I could see Devourer, or we've seen Gauntlet be ran by TMSR and hookers in the middle lane in general, just able to maybe hook into support into the tower.
Yeah.
And get killed like that. So it's
like
not something completely new, at least.
The Rally though, it definitely hurts that possibility pretty heavily. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting with the Sir Bensington here. I wasn't even aware of that, but you pointed out it's a 0.7 second stun on that Chow. That's such an odd number. I feel like 0.7 seconds, and it doesn't level up. We do see meanwhile at the top lane, by the way, Tempest and Lowstone collapsing onto Leon Black here. Joust's gonna come out. But in the end, Andromeda's going to be fine. By now, Sir Bensington trapped a little bit. The minions trapping him. He's doing some damage to Tempest, actually. Lowstone has a rocket shell 1 second. No, not mana for it, actually. The power throw coming out all over the place there. And the Skeleton King actually kills him. How about that? Skeleton King finishes off Tempest. So at least they get him killed in the end.
Yeah, good man up there from Zai. Recognizing how much damage this hero really does. I can't say I know too much about the hero. I haven't ran him too much myself. I know Zibby on my team loves to play him in TMM, but he doesn't think he has any competitive potential. But yeah, no. So yeah, going for the kill there. Almost got it. If Andrew would have been level 2 with an Aurora, that could have probably been the kill.
Yeah. Middle lane, Devour actually going to be fine. He got a little bit of aggressed on there between the Compel and the Power Throw, but obviously
Zefrix got his 2-minute haste rune, as always.
Yeah.
Zefrix probably the player who gets the most haste runes at 2 minutes. They're diving now, actually.
Oh, Devo. Middle lane, yep, Devour. Oh, the hook on the turnaround, actually! The tower, yes! It is going to be a turn kill on a Swindlemel. His Bloodlust kill comes out for Z-Freak, but at least he got the turn kill onto Swindle there. So, well played, at least, by Peter Van Dam.
The bottle is actually on the way to the middle lane there, and I do believe Z-Freak probably sent it back home in fear that the courier would die. And he actually did try to put a health pot on Swindle right as he died. I don't know if you noticed, but right before the tower hit him, tried to use his health pot to make a clutch play to save his brother, but wasn't able to do so. But I think with either the bottle or with the health pot there a little bit earlier, that could have been a living Swindle and a huge play.
Yeah. Close right there. But he does go down again. He did get the Bloodlust kill though at least first. And we'll come back to the lane now, so I'm sure not too discouraged in the end, but Peter at least making something out of nothing right there. Bottom lane, Valkyrie. How's Beacon doing? Beacon on Valkyrie, that seems a little old school right there. 14-2 start compared to 11-2 Keeper of the Forest. So Beacon attempting to get some good farm here on Valkyrie. And it seems like he's having a pretty good time against Keeper at the bottom lane. But at the same time, I mean, Chessie playing Keeper, by the way. Holy crap, that just hit me. Chessie playing Keeper in that suicide role. So that's actually not something you would expect to see from Stay Green nowadays as far as roles go. But again, it goes back to the draft of the lineup. They drafted around more of a safe style lineup that you're pointing out. in the end. Devour, in the meantime, taking a stun here at the top rune area. He was going for it. Going to be picked up, though, by the Hellborn side. Double damage spawns bottom. And Parasite going to pick that up. Riser hasn't been able to make too much of an impact yet. Do you think Riser needs to be roaming around a little bit more, or anything he can do?
No, like, if you look at the game situation, they got a Valkyrie in the long lane going up against the Keeper of the Forest, and then they got a Devourer going up against the Rally Luna. There's not really too much Riser can do, and definitely not without his ultimates. I like the decision that he's farming up level 6 as fast as possible.
Yeah.
He's actually staying on par with Minuts, which is really quite impressive as Parasite against the Tempest. So he's doing a great job of doing that. I think, no, definitely the right decision to farm right now.
Yeah. So he's continuing to do that. Has a Vagabond currently. Top lane, Lowstone kind of getting boxed out a little bit, but he's actually level 5 compared to the 4 Bensington and the 3 Andromeda. So if anything, Limp is actually doing pretty good in that department. Of course, only 10 creep kills compared to the 24 and 5 creep farm for Sir Bensington here, but not too shabby of a start for Lodestone either. Tempest, speaking of him, he's level 5. Obviously had that death earlier to the neutrals, so slowed him down a little bit. Yep.
No, I mean, it's really the setup from Stay Green. They went with very safe lanes against an aggressive lineup, and the aggressive lineup just isn't able to utilize the fact that their heroes are extremely strong in this point of the game. They're not able to roam, they're not able to pick up any kills, because every single lane is so incredibly safe. Yeah. And it just goes back to a great draft from Swindle. Yeah,
it's you know, definitely it's if there is the number one thing that it seems like Stay Green is really, it's just he really stands out. As far as the list of things go, everyone would safely say, I mean, the draft is definitely the biggest part, I think, when it comes down to it. So, yet again, the same story here. They tried to set up a kill in the middle lane, by the way. Devour hooked in, but I think it went a little too early as Parasite was coming over. Top lane now. Lowstone coming in with a Shadow Storm. It does hit Sir Bensington. Tempest is here, so has an ultimate. Is he going to use it? No, he spots more minions. Lowstone exposed. Will he fall right here? Andromeda's running in. Can't get close enough, though. Not the longest range coming out for him. Sir Bensington and Lowstone, they're going to look to go at it. There's a joust from Bensington. Turn on to Tempest. No, but the big rocket drill from Lowstone. They will finally take the both out. Holy crap. And Tempest survives. A power throw at the last second from Luna really does it in. That was close for both sides. But Stay Green does come out on top of that exchange up there in Sania.
Yeah, no, really great plays with the bottles there from both Minuts and Limp. Using their bottles between auto attacks, backing off, bottling up, coming back into the team fight. That was really good play. And it was, Zai was going for a really clutch play there with his mana battery, saving the charges for the last second to pop them. And it almost seemed like it worked. Unfortunately, he just missed the range on the joust and wasn't able to catch Minuts. If he was able to do that, I think they might have been able to get out with both of heroes even.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really close with the joust, as he said, just out of range, right in front of him. And he's actually only still level 4. I feel like he's actually really underleveled for being at this top lane. There we go, he hits level 5. But yeah, the experience per minute, he's 3rd lowest in the game. And I mean, this is a Sir Bensington that's basically been babysat by Andromeda up here. Andromeda, excuse me, going up against that Lodestone. So, I don't know, it feels like that's pretty low for Lodestone, but...
thing is though, like when you're not able to do, you're in the long lane to start with. You're always afraid of that Tempest coming in from the side and ganking you. You're forced to play a little bit more passive, and then you're going up against one of the strongest heroes in the game in terms of burst damage, which is Lodestone, and your dual lane. So there's not really a lot they can do. They can't kill the Lodestone, so they're not able to get experience from that, and they're just forced to basically just get the XP that they can get from the lane whenever they feel safe to do so. So it's not where you want your Sir Bensington to be, but I don't really see them doing a lot more in the situation. Maybe start moving around the Andro, leave the which is what they're doing now. Yeah, I think this is good. Give Bensington some levels. He's gotten the gold, and he needs to really win that lane anyways. Or will do as well as he could possibly do.
You know, GPM chart, how about that? B-Kid is on top right now in Valkyrie. 330 gold per minute about. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we do have initiation right there on a Rally. Devour trying to fall back. Keeper of the Forest coming in from the side. Kama stun though hits Rally. Will they have enough damage for the kill? Yes, they will. The hook from Peter Pan Dam to finish him off. And that's how it will end, it looks like. Sir Bensington actually poured it in right there. But by then, Stay Green had already fallen back. So another kill coming out here for Team USA, and Valkyrie continues to farm at the bottom lane. Again, going back to him being the top farmer in the game. He's not crazy above everyone else by any means, but he is up there. And actually going to use a Valkyrie Prism right there to both help him get away, maybe set up a gank elsewhere. It doesn't look like it, though. Stay Green not exposed.
I think it's used for the Devour. Devour popped a haste at the same time, so trying to use that as kind of a smoke, if you can call it that. Run into the jungle, try and find a hero kill on Minuts there. But Minuts already TP down to the bottom lane, trying to set up a kill on B-Kid, so...
There we go. Is this going to be a kill? Sir Bensington comes in with the ultimate. Is it going to be enough? Can he get away? No rocket drill in time. That's what I was worried of about that gank attempt, the rocket drill port. Of course, he's able to get off just in time right there. And he does survive. So, Sir Benzington with that Nightfall, not enough. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Tempest holding him in Venus. Valkyrie just left. She's in a lot of trouble. Probably going to fall right here. The final line of attack. No, she gets in the woods, but the root comes out and secures the kill for Chessie right there. And the Hellborn team. Parasite wants revenge, though. He has support coming up from Andromeda as well. Aurora's going to be used. Down goes Keep the Force. And now Tempest in some trouble. Combo set onto him. He is not affected by the Aurora. That's a pretty big deal, actually. No minus armor on him. He's trying to now turn on a Parasite here. Has the minions up. Those things are level 4, I believe. Yes, they are. So doing plenty of damage, actually. Parasite will be forced to run away. Does he have that Infest? No, he doesn't even have the Infest right here, actually. Trying to get away. In comes the stuff from Tempest. Trying to block him with the Keeper. Minions, not enough, though. He spots him more than well played by Minuts, but not enough in the end to get the kill. I thought that was actually going to do it, but not enough. And they're still going to push this, though, it looks like, here at this bottom lane.
Going for the dive on Mandro. He's not done yet. He has the minions
wow.
up. Could be a kill if he goes for it, or is he?
Oh my gosh, so close. Both sides right there.
I do believe this game is played on a US East server. Yeah, it is. So, not really quite able to get the minion control he needed there to get the kill on Andrew. But yeah, no, it was a really good play there from Riser. He waited for Keeper to pop his invis, and then I do believe he used it to steal the armor. Anyways, the armor ended up saving his life there, as you saw him survive with just 15 HP after all those auto attacks were dropped. So getting the Keeper armor really changed stuff for him.
Yeah, very true. And actually during all that too, I believe I saw Zai. Yeah, Zai got a kill onto Lodestone at the top lane while that happened. So he got a solo kill up there, it looks like, onto Lodestone. So good job by Zai on the Sir Benzington once again. And you know, I kind of feel like, obviously Stiggin, I'm sure in the end still pretty comfortable, but I kind of feel like this is somewhat of the start Team USA was looking for. I mean, they're not taking off by any means, but it's a 4-4 hero code game. If anything, the stats lead are slightly in their favor. Do they got something going for them, you think?
I mean, this is what they needed to do. They picked the lineup to do exactly what they wanted to win the early game. They wanted to win the early stages of the game and get ahead from that, but they needed to have a big enough advantage so that they're able to just defeat the team fight of Staying Green once it comes. And I don't feel like they have enough of an advantage to be able to do that. Yeah. Well, no advantage anymore, but they still need more than this. They need to be sitting at around 5,000 gold or something like that, just to have a significant item advantage, so that they're able to just win by trying to just kill the single target, go for next, kill them fast enough for Stay Green not to be able to react.
Yeah, obviously at the top lane, Sir Benzington, good coordination there from Stay Green, between Lowe's and Rally especially, so Swin and Limp did a good job of staggering the stuns. They used their big burst and easy kill into Sir Benzington. Top tower is going to be dropping right here. He got Devourer. He's trying to hook maybe somebody, maybe the Lowe's. Oh, he just uses Rocket Drill, actually. Been a decent time, but not able to find the angle. Tower will fall. Rally's still pushing. He is going to be hooked in. He's going to be eaten on right there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. As, yeah, no support's really coming in. He still has the Compel. In fact, going to go back in right here. So they're going to go for the circle. Here comes Sir Benzington, though. The Nightfall comes in. The Joust not able to get off, though. He gets stumped first. Big counter kill onto Devour right there. And now Sir Benzington on the run. He picked up that Glowstone recently, so tanking up a little bit. But, oh, that was a huge Rocket Drill stun because it prevented the Joust from coming out. And what probably would have been a sure kill. 3.5 second arrow stun, though, on to Tempest. Coming out from Valkyrie. Comes on the top. And down goes Tempest. Joust over there on a Rally. Big job with the, I don't even know what they're called, the Lance-along, I guess, to take out Rally, actually. And Tempest in the end there as a team. So, a couple of kills. They will lose the middle tower in the process, but it's got a decent response at the top lane in the end.
Yeah, no, I mean, those are good kills for them. They get a little bit of experience, which is good. Andrew's now at level 6. Benzington, that was an amazing amount of burst from his third ability there. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, takes out Rally, and that's a lot of gold for them. I do believe Rally even had his Compel up when he died. Maybe not, didn't realize the amount of damage that ability really does.
Well, 340 magic damage, man. I mean, that's actually a lot.
That is a lot of damage.
For a 10-second cooldown, too, jeez.
Yeah. No, so, yeah, great job there. It was a smart play from Peter. I mean, from Zai, sorry. Waiting with his Nightfall for Rally to compel away from the Devourer before he used it. So they're able to clean that team fight up pretty well. Beakid gets a little bit more gold, and if we can see him with another 5 items, I'm pretty sure they can win this game.
Yeah. Bottom lane, grouping up here from Stay Green. Tempest, Keeper of the Force, and Rally. So yeah, again, Team USA, despite the funky lineup in the end, hey, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. And,
You
I'll say this much: if it somehow manages to pull through this lineup too, it's almost as if that's going to be the answer to stay green, apparently. Because again, with Lions yesterday in that game 2, and here we are in game 2 of this series with Team USA playing them, picking up a pretty funky lineup. Maybe that's the answer, just completely run something crazy. Valkyrie gets picked off though in the meantime in the middle lane. Peter Pan Dam does get the hook. Is it going to be enough for the kill though? Again, the support is here, but it gets creep blocked there. Does Lodestone, and Peter Pan Dam will take him out in the end. So good counter kill coming out. Rally's trying to run in right here. Going to run into the support though, and actually forced to compel away himself. So good kill in the middle lane, at least on the counter kill. Bottom lane still being pushed in though heavily, as Tempest and Keeper, they're going to get another tower kill. So obviously this is where that point of the game starts taking place for Stay Green. Of just getting the group up and pushing, going, uh-oh, Rally. Rally trying to port out right there. He gets hooked in though by the Invista Power. In comes the face hug. Down goes Rally. Peter Pan Dam trying to survive. The bottle charge sip just enough. And he will stay alive right there. That was close.
Yeah, going for the kill on Z-Freak as well. See if he can catch him. Doesn't look like it. But no, like as we talked about in the drafting stage, there's not really much that Team USA can do once Stay Green are pushing. However, they're going for the straw pickoffs. They're trying to find the heroes that are alone, that are just not with the team, and they're finding them right now. Unfortunately, they're not doing much more than that. They're not really farming on anyone. We're not seeing any... Oh.
Ugh. I don't know if that was
okay, that's weird.
Purpose. I don't think it was.
Must have been. Yeah, he had gold when he died, though.
Yeah,
he just bought a
barely.
TP now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he definitely did lose gold from that. But no, they don't really have a lot of items coming up, which is a problem. But if they're able to continue this kind of get the pickoffs before Stay Green is able to gather up, whilst they're farming their other heroes, there is of course chance that they're able to get through this. A ganking lineup is always a good way to deal with a push lineup. If you're able to kill the push before it happens, eventually they're going to fall off of their timing and not be able to go for these big pushes where it feels like they're all unkillable. So we'll see.
Do they have an astrolabe? They don't have an astrolabe yet here on the Hellborn side, and it doesn't look like anyone's going for that either. That's actually really interesting for... Oh, okay, never mind. Right, as I say that, Tempest purchases it in full, so... There you go! They got one of those now. So I was going to say that's definitely un-Stay Green-like. Especially with Tempest and Keeper, but... They do get it. Sir Bennington, by the way, he's going for the Staff of the Master for that global like, oh, they're going to catch Andromeda and Devour right here. Andromeda's going to fall. Devour will be fine in the end, so... But a nice pick from Stay Green. Yep,
scouting it out with a Tree Dogs there from Chessie, who was also they were also counter warding. See, spot the two heroes and just use a blink dagger that's when it just picked up and are able to clean it up.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think what was I gonna say? Completely forgot. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry.
Well, I was talking about the Staff of the Master on Sir Bensington. How that's gonna give him that global presence, of course. So.
Yeah. That will make it even easier to be able to get these pickoffs before the pushes happen. So if he's able to finish that up, I mean, I don't know. Stay Green are just not grouping up. I don't know why they're not doing it. I don't know if it's not taking the Legion lineup seriously, which I honestly think could be something in this game. But just grouping up and pushing, I feel like they're not really doing what they're so known for doing.
Yeah.
They really could. I don't see any resistance really being put up if they do so.
Yeah. Well, for now, I mean, here you go with actually the game coming out. Valkyrie Prism using it offensively right here. Look at the duration on that. I mean, again, with that having, does he have level 2 of it? No, he still has a level 1 actually. But anyways, arrow in the middle lane is going to connect it. Would have if he was still alive. Aluna falls though. And they get the 1 kill onto her. The middle lane now being pressured actually. As Devour is going to still sit the nice hook on a Lodestone. Can they follow this up? In comes the Nom. Rally going to stop it though with a Compel. And now Peter Van Dam in a horrible spot. Lodestone going to come with the Shadow Storm. Devour still trying to live. Joust away from Zai is going to be enough to slow affecting him though. And he will fall in the end. Meanwhile, Devour is still trying to get away right here. Maybe get himself killed. Trying to get himself killed. Yes, he will at the last second. He denies himself just before the auto attack goes off right there. And the rest of Team USA on the run still. Andromeda actually finding himself being chased down. Arrow's going to come out. Big arrow from Beacon right there. Great turnaround on a Tempest. And they will take that. Rally, though, he's pissed off. He wants some revenge. Parasite going to live, though. Holy crap. With barely any life right there. So at least they had a good turn kill in the end from Team USA. Yep. But Stay Green pushing now.
They're going for the pushes, and Minus kind of overextending it there. They didn't have his teammates close enough to be able to really do anything. Chessie still had root after the teamfight ended, so it just screams that this was a chaotic teamfight. This was not something that went exactly as Stay Green wanted it to go.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of teamfights that the Legion team really needs. if they're able to keep forcing the kind of fights when Stay Green aren't ready for them, when they're not able to take just a focused team fight, they might be able to come out ahead. They have a lot of single target damage, and if you're able to use that to pick off heroes before they're able to group up, goes 5. That's basically the story of the entire game.
Yeah.
If they're able to do it, they can. There's a small chance that they can win. If not, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
And it's always gonna come down.
I mean, again, it continues to from me from the very beginning. It's you knew the chances just from the draft alone, obviously in Stay Green's favor, no doubt, going into this game in the first place, and that still stands. But well, that doesn't help. Andromeda gets picked off, unfortunately. But there is still a chance here for Team USA. We do see Valkyrie. She's got the Firebrand picked up now. The Staff of the Master, it's got to be close here. I think Sir Bensington may only need the one more component before he has that finished. So that's a decent item that's going to be coming out for them. Devourer hasn't really had the best of farm for himself. Only 215 GPM, but here we go with that push from Stay Green, that is, as we're talking about. So we'll see if our Legion team's going to be able to stop that. Bottom lane, actually, initiation on Sir Bensington. He's going to be gone in here. Root coming out. He's trying to get away now. Does he have the joust? He does. Is that going to be enough? Valkyrie Prism going to be used, and I think it is going to be just enough to get away right there. And now they're going to go for a turn kill even. Andromeda running in. Big face lock on top of the comments. Swinamels gets absolutely bursted right there. So as a result in a turn kill too. So the push is stalled. I mean, they were pushing middle, but now they're going to fall back once again. So Stay Green.
Yeah, no, that was a smart play from Stay Green. I like what they wanted to. The idea of their play was smart. To have super set up and then go for the kill there onto Bensington once he wanted to TP into the middle tower to defend the push. And yeah, no, Swindle misses Compel, and he cost him his life.
Well, he buys back though, and look at this. They're trying to get a kill on Devourer. Nope, the swap from Andromeda. Devourer was running back in though. I think he didn't realize he got swapped initially, and he ran right into them to help them out. So it ends up being a 2-for-0 there. And here comes that push once again. So the rally buyback successful in the end. The middle tower easily going to be lost. And will that be the last? No, there's still the top tower actually. The top secondary tower. We'll see if Stay Green makes their way up there first, or if they just go straight into the base. It looks like the base is the answer here.
Yeah, they got 2 pickoffs. They got everything they need. They're just gonna go straight in for the base. Zai doesn't have his ulti ready. Oh, arrow from the side, 5-second connect on my notes, but I don't think they have the follow-up. Oh, they are.
A little bit of follow-up. We have a pause coming out here. A very awkward pause time, unfortunately. But Riser just initiated onto a Luna, by the way. But now, see Riser. I'm in a bad spot now. It's basically what he's saying to himself. He does have a defense, so he could take over the Hell Cannon here, most likely. We'll see if he gets that in time, but Tempest got arrowed, as you said. I think that was a 5-second arrow, too.
Yeah, 5-second arrow on Tempest. Beakid running all the way to the right side of his base and then throwing it. So it was a really sneaky arrow, not one to be expected. And but no, yeah, Bensington still no ulti though. I think that's a big deal. He spent all his gold really boosting that ult. Yeah. And doesn't have it off cooldown in this team fight, and it's a big deal. Bensington's kind of been their main farmer. All of his gold has gone to boosting the ulti, and it's not off cooldown. So, no, good decision from Stay Green though to go for the base rather than tier 2 top. Simply because you have 2 pickoffs. There's very little chance that Team USA is able to stop this push successfully.
All right, it looks.
And yeah, here we go.
Yep, here we go. It looks like they are going to be good. Oh, never mind. Thought they were ready, but Stay Green needs just a little more time before they're good. But yeah, that's actually a good point with Sir Bensington. Kind of another reason too why this hero is just kind of might not be the best option. I mean, the fact that you buy Staff of the Master, sure, it enhances that ultimate that much more, but you're still looking at what, a 60-second cooldown even at level 3. Right now it's only 80-second cooldown, or it is an 80-second cooldown at level 2. All right,
let's get it on.
Not gonna have it here, and here we go out of the pause. Riser, can he take over the Hell Cannon? He gets it just in time right there. He dropped quickly, but he gets away just in time. Joust away from Bensington. Andromeda kind of just diving in right there, but Stay Green instead just gonna fall back. I guess they feel pretty confident that, you know, they have control of this game right now, so they're not gonna really push the issue. Devourer just resurrected right there, and Team USA will kind of hold it off. I mean, again, Stay Green didn't really push in the end, so they choose to fall back.
I mean, they're just playing the safe game. It's been, the draft was the safe draft, and they're just playing the game accordingly. They're not taking any risks. They're just, Swindle bought back. It was like, okay guys, we need to focus up, we need to win this game, let's not throw it. We're really far ahead. we have a draft advantage. But if we throw too much, we can always lose. So just gonna play it safe from now on. They don't see any reason for them to feel stressed, and that's why they back off. Top lane.
Yep. Lowstone in a lot of trouble. Everything gonna be used apparently. Lowstone gets collapsed on completely. And Sir Benzing, I'm not even sure where he started right there, but he joins the party too with that Nightfall. And Lowstone does drop in the end. So again, that's the gank presence. They used a couple of big ultimates to do so with the Prism. Well, they used basically every ultimate that they have other than the swap right there from Andromeda, but it gets the kill, and they at least need to wait another 50 seconds now for the Sir Benzington Nightfall to be up. But the Valkyrie Prism also another tool that they could definitely take advantage of and have been taking advantage. And again, that ability got buffed too in that recent patch. I think it was 3.2. It wasn't. It was after the Runic shift. So it's 13 up to 16 seconds now. Level 3. That's pretty crazy. Devour on the meantime with the middle lane hooks to Tempest right there, and the arrow from Beacon to secure the kill.
That's 4.
To actually give it to him, and actually behind 2, Zefric gets picked up. Look at this. Team USA building some momentum.
Yeah, they've reduced the gold lead from 7,000 to 4,000 in just a couple of minutes, and now they've got an experience advantage. They're sitting at 3,000 experience lead, which is both these values are really very small at this point, especially considering drafts. But it's always something. They're getting items, and if they're able to get to the point where Stay Green no longer can push, with no longer can gather up and just go for it, that can be scary for Stay Green, especially because they're putting so much emphasis on going for these push items. Chelsea's not anywhere close going to the refresher. He's not building towards late game. He's building for right now. He's going for the team fight items, the Soul's Bulwark, the Barrier Idol, the Mana Ring. These are all more early mid-game focused items. So, yeah, if this continues and they can continue picking up these kills, that's great. And will just be able to push that into the late game with items on Valkyrie and items on Benzington.
Yeah.
It could be a hard game for Stay Green.
Yeah, that Geometer's Bane. Speaking of Valkyrie, man, yeah, it is coming along quickly. And in fact, after this creep wave, I believe should have enough to finish it up, which I assume that's what he's going for here, unless he tries to pick up a Shrunken Head here, which could definitely also be a good pickup against the Salvor team, but I just feel like the Geometer's Bane. More than aggressive item in the end, and still gets you out of the root, obviously, from Keeper of the Forest, and yeah, there you go. There's the Geometer's Bane finish. So has that. Conqueror is being attempted here by Stay Green, by the way, and by attempted, I mean absolutely being killed, because Team USA is not going to be stopping that. Top tower will fall in the process, so at least they get something out of it. But Conqueror is going to go down here, so now Stay Green is going to have a token of life. Again, they're making sure they got everything going for them. They're going to have a token of life here. Who's going to be on is a question. They actually put it on Tempest right there. That's actually interesting. What do you think of that? Tempest with the token.
It has its up and down sides. Normally when you see Tempest pick up a token, he's generally going for that tanky build where you can just stand up at the tower and just hit the racks. But with the recent change to the elementals where they have a leash range, he's kind of forced to be up there no matter what. So I think the token on Tempest, if you're playing it right, if you put Tempest up front, it's going to be completely fine. Because if the Legion team tries to ignore the Tempest, be like, hey, he got token, let's not kill him, then guess what? He's going to Elemental Void you all. And he's going to have great positioning once he does so. Like, a Tempest that is ignored in the front lines is probably one of the most scary heroes up there. So I think it's a good decision from Stay Green. They don't really have any other hero that could really put it to good use. So definitely a good decision from their side.
Oh, Minot's on Tempest, he's in those front lines right there, and has the minions up, and easy tower kill. Top lane, Sir Benzington pushing it, but again, he's kind of like the Sandwraith at this point. He has the ability to get into the team fight pretty quickly here, as the hook gonna miss from Peter Pan. Arrow, it hit the creep though. So everyone's still finding Stay Green, they're still going in. Are we gonna see that initiation? You know the Nightfall's coming. When does it come is the question. Valkyrie Prism used right there. Are we gonna hear the Nightfall just yet? Not just yet, waiting for the red circle. Valkyrie Prism gonna be wearing off. There's the Nightfall coming out. There it goes. Lowstone taking a good damage right there. Shadowstorm explosion going off. He's trying to get back to the hook. Oh, it missed him actually. It almost looked like he was gonna rocket drill into the hook. Big 3-second redstone on Devour right there. Andromeda's gonna get picked off. Peter Pan damage trouble. The arrow completely missing everyone. And Devour will fall. Yeah, Devour's gonna fall in the end. Melee Rack's gonna go down. So Stay Green again, just playing it smart as a team, falling back when they felt like it was necessary. And now they're gonna start pushing in once again.
Yeah, that was really good play there with the minions. They made sure the minions are still hitting the racks, but the heroes backed off. They didn't expose themselves to any danger there. And they backed up really, really organized. They made sure that the rally and Lowstone were never close to each other to get double stun.
Yeah.
And just did not give USA the ability to initiate there. So good play from their side. And now they're going for the second lane of racks.
Yeah, you see Devour still dead for 20 seconds. The Sir Bennington again, no Nightfall. They don't have Valkyrie Prism. Just a lot of ultimates were used right there. Jousting from Sir Bennington. There's the Royal Stomp, bringing them in. In the meantime, in the background, Parasite picks up a Luna, but the Tempest ultimate on top of the Keeper. The Andromeda Swap coming out, but just a little too late, it seems like. However, Valkyrie is still alive. Energize used in the background. Melee Rax is dead, though. Arrow, it is going to hit Swin and Melts for 5 seconds. I don't think they're going to follow that up, though. Or will they? In comes the Nightfall, actually, from Sir Bennington. Nice compel away, though. And Sir Bennington, no, he gets hooked! He tried to hook, but Sir Bennington got in front of Devour at the same second. They will still finish him off. And here we go again, though. Tempest coming back and lows on a big Shadow Storm. Tempest will fall, but gonna come back up with the token of life. He doesn't have an ultimate, though. Devour going nom on the Tempest right there, trying to take him out. The hook again, I believe it hit the creep right there. Tempest will fall, though, and the Hellborn team double tap for Beacon coming out, actually. And it might be coming to an end now. Give me the Forest. It looks like he is going to be fine. Wow. Well, they pushed them back.
Good team fight for Team USA for sure. They were able to clean up a couple of kills, but they lost 2 racks in the process, which is really the big deal. So we'll see. It looks like they're not conceding, though. They want to play this game out. And yep, B-Kid picks up another item. He does go for... I do believe that's going to end up being a Savage mains. He just needs the damage. There's no way he can build survivability, even though he might need it. Just needs to go for that greedy play. Needs to go for the damage items if they want to have any chance of winning this game.
Yeah. Yeah, the 2 racks being down, though, as great as the comeback that was in the end there, obviously, from Team USA. The fact that... The racks are destroyed is the bad news there. I mean, again, the team stats, this continues to be actually a really close game in that light, but it's obviously a lot more to the story than just that. So here we are in game number 2. Of course, Team Stay Green even. They're up to 1-0 already, trying to secure the series here and come home with first place here in the first qualifier. And they are on the verge of doing that. We'll see if Team USA is able to get another hold. I mean, you got another Warhammer now on Valkyrie, so... Maybe just going to keep that damage rock going. Definitely wouldn't be surprised to see something like a shield breaker here. Speaking of that, though, Demonic Breastplate just finished on Keeper. So he builds that after the barrier rattle that he got earlier. And he's still sitting on the Little Red Boots. I always like seeing that. But,
just go for the team build. He doesn't really need movement speed. It doesn't really benefit him too much. Just wants to go help the team, do as much as possible for his teammates. Which seems to be the entire Stay Green mentality, which is really nice to see. Yeah.
Shield Breaker is the weapon of choice here for Valkyrie. Just trying to enhance that damage.
Not quite able to farm long enough for that Savage mains. Just gonna go with a cheaper option. And they're basically all in on this team fight. You see nobody is really saving up for buybacks, I assume. Slice just knows that a second Arcana isn't really gonna do much. Might as well just save the gold. And yeah, no, that's basically it. Here comes the push. Stay Green are gonna play it patiently, hopefully. Wait for that middle lane and the bottom lane to push in, which will put pressure on the Legion side and force them to back off, really. But no, here we go. Valkyrie's Prism, and they're going to try and find Stay Green when they're not ready for
going up. Dust coming out. Commissar onto a Luna, but Stay Green as a team, they're all here. Are we going to have a fight? In comes the Nightfall right on top of Tempest. Hook, pay me. No, Hook's not going to come out just yet. Compel in the background going out. They will get the kill on a Luna, but now Serpent's in the bad spot. Here comes the counter. Shadow Storm Andromeda dropping quickly. She will fall in the process, and the barbed armor's up from Lodestone. Valkyrie just on the run. Sir Bennington from behind throws out the joust, but it looks like he missed everybody. He was just trying to get away. He gets killed. Tempest ultimate to lock down Valkyrie. Quad kill for Limp. How about that? Lodestone picks up the quad kill. And Parasite, well, he's just back at the base right here. So they're going to take out the tower. And now we're going to see them push into the top lane and into the base. Look to secure a victory here for Stay Green.
Yeah, Lodestone and Rally got huge ultimates in that team fight. They caught, I think, 3 heroes with Rally Stun and then followed by 3 heroes in the Lodestone combo. Which there's just nothing you can do about it when that happens.
Nope. And, well, there's the Genocide. Stay Green wanted the Genocide, they get the Genocide. And that should probably do it. Stay Green going to be wrapping up game number 2 most likely. And as a result, again, taking home not only the first place, the higher seed going into the group stages, which definitely is important. And on top of that, they will get the SoundBlaster Evo ZX headsets, where Team USA will just get the SoundBlaster Evo headsets. But both teams are going to be going away with something
gets destroyed
after this match.
And most importantly, they're as you said, qualified for the big tournament, which I think it's really all about.
That's in the end, obviously, $20,000 prize, also a lot of money on the line for that. happy to at least be in the group stages for that, qualifying for that portion. So I can't wait for those group stages, by the way. I'm sure you guys as well, Internet Gangsters, you're going to be competing in the qualifiers until you qualify. Obviously this time. Who'd you get knocked out by this? Lions or
Team Excellent this time, yeah. They were a very strong team. They really surprised us. They swapped up drafters before the series, which was a big surprise. But nah, they were able to knock us out.
They lost to this Team USA team actually in the semifinals, 2-0 in that series. So both them and you going to be competing once again. Still going to be a lot of tough competition, even though these two teams obviously not going to be playing the qualifiers from here on out. But yeah, 8 teams in total from the NAEU region. What do you think about the Southeast Asia region? Are you expecting some big plays out of them?
I mean, from my experiences, they've always been slightly behind the NAEU scene, but if you underestimate them, they're always able to surprise. And Orange Esports, I remember as DreamHack went through, were able to take a 4th place, did you believe?
I believe so, yeah. They almost beat Stay Green in the last SoundBlaster event, actually, so.
Yeah, no, so they're definitely to be a scary team. They have a lot of good players, and now we got Nova and Emperor down there, so never know what they can bring to the table.
That's true. That's true. Well, in fact, speaking of that, we'll definitely talk about more on the podcast on Monday. But Emperor just announced, I think, officially today that he has his team disbanding. But he's actually joining forces with Nova over there. He's actually going to be playing on his team now, moving forward. So cool. That's going to be interesting, actually, to see how that plays out over there in Southeast Asia. But again, 4 teams from Southeast Asia. They have 2 of their own qualifiers for the SoundBlaster Heroes League, and 4 teams for them are going to join the 8 teams from the NAEU region and meet up in those group stages, of course, here for the SoundBlaster Heroes League. And actually, I have once again that page up here that's on the CEVO site. You guys can check it out for yourselves as well. But this kind of gives just a full breakdown of what's coming ahead here for the SoundBlaster Heroes League. But Insania, we do have a victor here in Stay Green. They take the series 2-0, and obviously they're going to have the #1 overall seed, deservingly so, going into those group stages here. So congratulations to them one more time. Team USA, 2nd place. Still nothing to be ashamed about, though. Again, they're also moving on, as we stated several times, and they got it out of the way. But we still got plenty of qualifiers even left, like we were just talking about. So we're just getting started here with the SoundBlaster Heroes League, man. Yeah,
and then we got Hon Tour tomorrow, so a lot of tournaments in the next coming days. And it's really nice. I think I talked about this last time we were on the cast, but I'm really glad about these SoundBlaster tournaments because it just fills out the schedule, and a little bit of a disappointment that came after the Hon Tour prize pool was announced. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep, we got this to lean back on. Speaking of that, actually, by the way, I definitely need to announce this now here. Okay, so about this weekend, of course, as you said, yes, Hon Tour Cycle 3 is going to be kicking off starting tomorrow, and actually really looking forward to that. I mean, we got 4 new teams here in Diamond Division, of course, so look forward to seeing how they do, and teams like Ready for a Miracle, you guys, of course, Internet Gangsters, how you guys perform and whatnot, whether or not Stay Green can win a 3rd straight cycle or not in the end. But anyways, going into so for this weekend, though, there is going to be no coverage on Honcast here for this weekend. I'm actually personally going to be out of town this weekend, have some personal things that I'm going to be doing. So with that said, Colecast, though, is going to be, as always, but they are going to be casting, and I believe Team Stay Green casting as well, with Dan and Mangy maybe around as well to be covering some good Cycle 3 for this opening weekend. So again, want to get that out there. So as far as Honcast is concerned, we're not going to be here this weekend, but Colecast and maybe Team Stray Greencast going to be casting this weekend. So there'll still be plenty of coverage, plenty of content there for you guys to tune into. Definitely give Beef some love over there, over on Colecast. So obviously wanted to get that out of the way as well. And as far as that's concerned, so we're gonna be taking a break until Monday here on Honcast, where we'll be coming back with you with a podcast to talk about the weekend and SoundBlaster Heroes League and everything. But again, tomorrow definitely tune in to Colecast, twitch.tv/Colecast, at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time, for Cycle number 3 kicking off for Hon Tour. So there you go. And Santa, you looking forward to Hon Tour starting tomorrow for Cycle 3?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Do you know who you're playing yet? I don't know if the brackets are out
no,
yet.
The brackets are not released. I actually just checked that up. Was like,
okay,
maybe they're out. But no, I do believe we're playing whichever team is seeded 11th.
Okay.
So yeah, it should be possible to find out anyways. But nope, No idea yet.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Ooh, maybe the masked muchachos. Maybe in the
Oh
first round.
no. Not in the first round.
Awesome name. Oh, by the way, speaking of that too, it actually looks like the Ultimate Series Nighthound tournament just opened up as far as registration goes. So another fun event. And let me double check on that real quickly. Is it going to be... Okay, you know what? It says it's going to be captain's pick, but I want to see if we can get that changed, maybe, to be honest. I want some banning draft tournaments, damn it.
Yes.
Ultimate
Bring back
Series,
banning
gold
draft.
coins are on the line. Come on, let's just have fun with it. So we'll see. Anyways, the registration for that as well is open up. So for those tuning in that may have some teams that you want to get some competitive experience with, just to have some fun, definitely go to HauntTour.com and sign up for that as well.